back with another video. This is going to be a pre-med panel today. I have my lovely guest with me. Please introduce yourself.
Hi. Oh, sorry. Hi, my name is Jada. I'm from the U.S. Virgin Islands. I attend the University of Central Florida. Go Knights. Oh, charge on.
Go ahead.
I'm Sydney Renee. I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I go to Xavier University of Louisiana in New Orleans.
Obviously I'm Faith. I go to Pitt. Hail to Pitt. She's mad because she didn't go. Alright, so as I said before, we're doing a pre-med panel today, so we're going to ask about how our first year as pre-meds went. So first we're going to introduce our majors, what we went to school for, and all that great stuff. So I am a bio major, formerly a communications and bio major, but life hit me.
I felt that in my spirit.
Alright,
I'm a biomed major, and I am doing the molecular cellular bio track, so praise God for that.
Y'all smart.
So the one doing your major.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a chemistry pre-med major and a bio minor.
Okay.
Chemistry?
Awesome. Chemistry, baby.
Chemistry pre-med.
I don't know about that.
We're gonna see if I make it.
The next question is just about whether or not we changed our majors. I don't know if any of you changed your majors.
Thought about it. That was in my March midlife crisis.
Tell us a little bit about that. So what were you trying to change to? What was that all about?
Okay, because I like to title March. It was not a very fun month. I tried to title that point of my life. I don't know, because that was my answer to everything. It was just a lot of ooh, is this really what I want to do? Do I really want to be a doctor? Do I want to change my major? And blah, blah, blah. So it was more just a lot of self-questioning, things I had to overcome, because, Orgo's really coming up. And
it's not a joke!
No,
It's not a joke!
Orgo's really coming up. And so the thing is okay, Gen Chem, that was great, because it's all math and numbers and great. But organic chemistry is just conceptual. And I was
That's it.
Conceptual, and I'm really good with numbers. So that really kind of had me nervous. And so, so I was okay, do I want to change my major? So if I did, I was going to be a bio pre-med, but I'm still here. Chemistry strong, so.
Facts. So I originally was trying to double major, so I was going to do a bio major, communications major, and then obviously have my chem minor. But I decided that I like science, and I really don't like writing papers. I hate writing for prolonged periods of time. Ooh. So that 10-page paper that I had to finish by the end of the semester, rough. And OChem is coming, so
not winter.
Pray for us.
OChem.
Okay, so now we're going to kind of go into the clubs and organizations that we were involved in on campus. Obviously, this was our freshman year, so we might not have been involved in everything.
But there are some things.
Hey,
so I actually am a transfer student.
She said, hey,
Okay.
I'm a transfer student from Baylor University, so my first semester did not really do a damn thing, sorry. But when I went to
Single bears.
when I went to UCF with the Knights, I was really involved in a lot of student organizations, and those include the NAACP and the Lead Scholars. And actually, after this semester, I just got my invitation to be a part of the Transfer Honor Society. So a little involved here, but next semester is going to be a lot more involvement.
All right. So for me, Faith, she did a little too much. I'm part of our pre-medical association on campus, which is amazing. Loved it. AMSA, go AMSA. And then within AMSA, I was on a committee as well. Then I was also on SGB, which is Student Government Board at Pitt. So I was on the first year committee, which was amazing. I recommend it for anyone who's interested in student government at Pitt. And is a freshman. That's the one qualification. And then I was also on another committee, student affairs.
Girl, you don't know your committee? Come on.
Okay, look, I'm sorry. There are a couple. And then I was also in a mentorship program. I was mentoring some high school students as well. And then I was also volunteering at the hospital a couple of times a week.
Okay, so Faith is Little Miss Doctor.
It's just
I mean, y'all really over here overachieving. Let me tell you.
We're here for the success. Black girl magic. It's what it's all about.
Me, I wasn't really involved in anything. Because here's my thing. Okay, because I knew that like probably going into my first year, like trying to balance like, okay, like being involved, like, because I want to be involved, like being involved in all this stuff and then like trying to keep my grades up.
Yeah, it's
just due to previous experience, Sydney's gonna fumble that bag, right? And so, for me, like my first year, I really just kind of focused on like getting my grades up, and then as a result of that, I actually got invited to be a part of our Premed or first year honor society Alpha Lambda Delta.
Let's go! All right.
So that was really my only first year involvement, but I'm gonna get more involved this upcoming year. But
of course, that's a
but
smart
do
way
it
to
at your own speed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Do it at your own speed.
I definitely agree. Do not jump into things. I didn't have Saturdays and Sundays. I don't think you guys understand. I didn't have Saturdays and Sundays.
What, weekends? Can you,
Who?
What?
Where were those? I spent a Sunday night in a lab. So mind yourself, please.
Doing lab work and
mind
praising God at
yourself.
the same time. That gospel music was hitting.
Oh, you know it.
Oh, the amount of times I really had them like gospel praise sessions in my room. Yes.
I be studying for Cam like, girl.
Shout out to Kurt Franklin, for Hammond, everybody really came through.
All you gotta do is find that good group of girls or guys or mixture or whatever, and y'all need to just turn up with the Lord.
Amen.
Yes.
Every day, because he's the only one that's gonna get you through this.
Amen.
And your friends and your family. But God first.
God first. I
really
agree.
could not.
So now we're gonna get to the juicy stuff.
Juicy, like 24-ounce steak juicy.
The first question, or this question, is going to be, what was the hardest class you took freshman year?
Whoa. Can I start?
Go ahead.
Let me tell you.
If you say what I think you're going to say, go ahead.
Sociology. Let me tell you.
Okay.
No, girl. Okay, let me tell you. Because I have to take a.
Go ahead.
Sociology.
My professor, sister girl, okay.
The amount of time, girl, I might get sweaty because I feel this so deep in my spirit. But when
Right.
sociology would enter a professor named here, because I do not want to pour tea, but let me tell you, do not take her. Because she really fumbled my bag. Because let me tell you, I was the student where participated a lot in class. Like, it was me and probably like another kid, like the only two people speaking in like this 30-person class. Why did I have a D in the class? I went to go see her during his office hours, and I was like, hey, like, I know I talk the most in your class. And she was like, yeah, like I see you really participate a lot, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm failing your class. She looked me dead in my eyeballs.
And said,
she said, oh, you're not failing, you just have a 67. Failing, you just have a 67. I said, and in that moment, I knew.
That's a drop class, as far as I'm concerned.
No, because the thing is, okay, here's the thing. I kind of played myself in this situation because, okay, I was taking 15 hours first semester.
Okay.
And then this semester, I took 13 hours because due to the math I was taking first semester and the English I was taking, if I had passed those classes, I got extra hours for it.
Oh, okay, nice.
I was taking honors English and then I was taking calculus again because I took it senior year.
Yeah.
And so because I already had those added hours, I was like, okay, like I'll lighten my load. So I dropped them to 13 hours. And I need 12 hours to be considered a full-time student. Okay, well then I could not drop the class because...
Can you really be considered a full-time student?
Exactly. And your girl would lose her scholarship, and college isn't cheap. College isn't cheap.
Facts.
It's a necessity priced as a luxury.
Twice, we're like, okay, I went to go take my sociology exam. I walked there, and so she was like, oh, we don't have an exam for you. I said, what? And so she was like, oh, like your professor didn't drop off the exam. Meanwhile, it's the day of the exam. The rest of my class is taking the exam like at the exact same time, like in our sociology room. No, I didn't. And then this also happened for my final. I was supposed to take my final on a Thursday. I went there to take it. She was like, oh, she didn't drop off your final. What do you mean she didn't drop off my final? Like,
wait. But did she penalize you for that?
no, because I literally had to reschedule my final.
Okay.
I was supposed to take it on a Thursday. I took it on a Saturday. Saturday morning. And the thing is, I'll let you know now, failed that final. It was so hard. The thing is, like, I studied for, like, okay.
Because I'm taking that soon. Like, I really need to know.
No, that's the thing about this. That's the thing about this professor. That's the thing about this professor. Okay. We had our tests. Our tests were out of 25 points.
She played y'all.
Our final was out of 50 points.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
And the whole semester of points totaled out to be 300. She had made our final twice as long as our standard test. And so because of that, for me, for extended time, I have 3 hours to take my test. But then for the normal class students, it was supposed to take them 2.5 hours, but they only had 2 hours to take the final. So using that logic, okay, it's supposed to take the normal people 2.5 hours. It should have taken me like
almost
4,
4
or 5, right? Again, I had 3. I did not finish the final. The people in the normal class did not finish the final. And so because of that, she was like, I'll give you 5 points.
She didn't even like curve it. She just gave y'all 5 points.
And then luckily those 5 points came in at the end because she had emailed me. She was like, yeah, like I saw you didn't finish the final. Like I'm waiting for the rest of the pages back. And I was like, there's no other pages coming. I didn't finish. And so she was like, okay, I'll just put like your final grade in as like a C or whatever. And then, first of all, through some freaky voodoo math, I was at a 67, right? Somehow through some freaky voodoo, she prayed to whatever she do, like whatever. Somehow through the math she did that, I got up to an 80. That's how I knew this class was, again, 67 to an
God's
80.
grace.
Yeah, well, first of all, God
brought me through. Because literally at the end, she was like, I'm gonna put your class in as a C. She was like, oh, I forgot. That was her favorite thing. I forgot. Oh, give me a second, right? She was like, I forgot that, I made the final out of 45 points instead of 50 because I gave y'all those 5 points. Do those 5 points. I added those back. You keep your B. I said, praise God!
This class this past semester was also a non-science class. I don't understand what's going on.
That.
But if any of you just have to take communication process, don't. Bro, every project, so it's like a project-based class. Okay, cool, no problem. I was like, I could do projects by myself, no problem. With a group.
Oh.
Every project was a group project, and it required you guys to work together and actually record when you work together. Of course, the folks in my group,
Trash.
love y'all. But
Just as I
I wrote that final paper by myself. Oh, babe, good job. It was so good.
I know it was.
Done by Faith Candy.
I was like, yo, I was so close. I was so close to just putting my name on the top, and I was like, you know what? God, wisdom, let me act right. Like, no, but like that was one of the worst classes that I've ever taken. I don't want to come for the professor, but like she was just doing too much. Her tests were harder than they needed to be. I was like, it's not necessary, but you know what? I appreciate you though because I got 30 points for extra credit and secured my A. So
okay.
It's a science one. It was a science one. Let me tell you, chemistry. Okay, so the way I did it is because it's a long story. Hurricane Maria and Irma really did me dirty. Don't come here for your money. We'll take you tours. Thank you, but don't live here. But yeah, I'd have to say chemistry part 1 at my school. So basically, my teacher
or UCF?
At UCF. Okay. So basically, my teacher, love him to death. He's a great guy outside of class, but he's from the Middle East, so his accent is very heavy.
A little thick.
It's a little thick. She's thick. But so that means every class I can't have no noise. I'm focusing. I said, let me hear you say you are going to. I need to hear it because if I don't hear it, I'm confused. So we had that first test. By the grace of God, don't know how I kept my sanity through that class. I had a D. I said, "Oh, wow!"
It'd be like that.
I needed that. I needed to be like, okay,
that reality check, just like
exactly. So that really put me into gear. And listen, like Faith and everybody else, Faith, there's nobody else here, just Faith and Sydney. Anyway, like they were saying, we had no weekend. So after that first test, I was like, we kicking it into overdrive. Weekends, say what? Studying libraries where I'm at. You can find me there printing papers, exams, like practice exams and everything.
Let me tell you, everybody else be out here partying. I stayed in my room doing homework
constantly. It's gonna come. The fun will come.
I mean, like, definitely give yourself that stress relief break, but like, no, just know, like, if you're there on a mission, like,
a lot of us are coming from schools where we did really well in our sciences, and we think that
we got
college is easy, baby. No, it's not.
That was my reality check second semester.
Humble yourself.
That was my reality check second semester. Like, I was feeling it first semester. I was out here 3.8. I said yes.
Yeah.
And then Gen Chem 2 happened, and I said,
yo, Gen Chem 2 got me a little bit.
Girl, that was not cute. I was like,
good.
No, like, can I shout out my parents real quick? Like, no, like, my mom and dad, like, really kept me grounded this semester. Like, the amount of times I called my mom and I was like, Mom, I can't do it. Or, like, Mom, it's so hard. I can't believe. And, like, trust me, like, my dad really came through with the scripture. And he was like, look, my dad, I swear he was a pastor in another life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, my dad really came through with the scripture. He was like, look, you are destined for greatness. Like, you know that you do this. Like, you can do the work. And he's just like, look, as long as you pray. And let me tell you, God and I really became closer this year in our relationship because it was hard. It really was. Like, the amount of times, like, look, I'd be in my room. I cried in the shower. Like, I prayed a lot. And, like, look, God is a wonderful man.
God is a wonderful God. God is good.
God
all the time.
All the time. All the time.
All the time.
God's good. Now we're going to talk about, like, the hardest overall part. Not the hardest class, the hardest overall part. So that can range from a lot of different places, but Jada already has her Johns together. So she can go ahead.
Okay, Baylor University, lovely school, great campus. If you want to
Bears.
go there, Bears. If you if you want to go there, it's great. My roommates were amazing. I loved them to death. But then you had the sweet mates, the one that would swear to God she's an opera singer at 6 a.m. out here busting these so-called vocals. You know, I don't know. It was to the point where it was horrible. When you're living with your roommates, be clean. The shower, be clean. They intoxicate me with freshness, okay? Maybe not intoxicate,
Okay.
but let me smell that roses, okay? Don't let me walk into this bathroom and be like, here is stuck to these showers. No, ew.
Okay,
Ew.
I had to deal with that, but we had communal bathrooms freshman year.
See, you know, we're not trying to do
Yeah,
that.
it's not cute.
UCF, roommates, amazing.
One of them. You're gonna turn this video into a shade thing, right?
Weezy, Weezy, Whiskey. Weezy, I know la mi